Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu Sharma, and in this video, we will continue with our Spring AI journey. So let's get started. And in this video, we will be covering two topics, which are tool calling and model context protocol. So these two are very close to each other. And if you are already familiar with tool calling, it would be very easy to get an idea about the model context protocol also. So this is the idea behind tool calling is to extend the capabilities of your LLM, and then model context protocol is actually standardizing this idea. Okay, so let's get started. So let's focus on the tool calling. So what is the problem statement here? So let me show you. And all right, okay. So I have these models with me. So let me run the model Llama 3.2, right? This one. So I will say this. All right, so model is running, and let me ask it, what is the current time? And you can see like it is not even able to provide me the current time. So basically, this is the limitation of at least for this model as of now, Llama 3.2, that it is not giving me current time. And if I ask it anything, okay, so what is the data cutoff date for you? So here is it. Knowledge cutoff is December 2023. So basically, these LLMs are trained on a certain set of data. And if you try to ask them or query them anything beyond that data, they will not be able to answer it. So nowadays, there are few LLMs. The hosted one, you can even have that option to do web search, and then they can also look for the internet. So that's also like you're enhancing the capability of LLM. So with the same idea, so this is the issue, and this is a problem statement, sorry, and the tool calling allows us to provide tools to LLM so that your LLM can use that particular tool and can extend its capability. So when we are saying tool, a tool can be an view it as a window from where you can give access to any external API or any external data that LLM can refer while answering a query. So, all right, so let's get started with tool calling first. So you can see in the Spring documentation also, we have this tool calling and then the follow-up with the MCP. So let's start with tool calling and let's create our client first. So heading on to Spring Initializer, and uh, we can name it this, and let's say I'm making it as a AI client. All right, so I'm just making one application which will interact with my LLM, Llama 3.2 model. So let's add MCP client. I'm adding this one, but I'm not going to use it in the tool calling feature. So it just we will need it in later in this video. And then I am using Spring Web. And then the last one is the Ollama. All right. So go ahead and generate this project and open it in your favorite IDE. All right. So I have opened the project in IntelliJ, and we can quickly check our POM XML. We have the web, MCP client, and Ollama. All right. So let's go ahead and go to our main app, and let's make a connection to Ollama. So first, let's rename it to, let's make it YAML. If you prefer properties format, you can go with properties. But I feel this one better. So this, all right. So for Ollama, what we need is we need some a few properties. which are Ollama chat model actually. You just need to specify the chat model and yeah, and the default port is already, I mean, the default URL is localhost 11434. So it is already running on the same, so I'm not specifying them explicitly. All right, so that's all I need for here. And then heading on to our client application. So here, the first thing I need is chat client, right? So I'm going to say chat client, and I need this one, and then I want it as a client constructor. And as we did earlier, we will be using chat client builder here, which is going to build the chat client. Right, done. And further, I'm going to implement command line runner. That's it. And then here, I can use my chat client to ask what is the current time. All right. And then here, I'm going to say call and use it in response and then dot content. And we can just add one more thing here, which is a response like this. That's it. Just to get an idea that our application is working even if it is returning a blank or anything. All right. So that's all we need. Let's run the application and see if it is working. Yeah, it is working fine. So I'm able to connect to Llama 3.2. My Ollama interaction is working perfectly fine. And now I need to solve this issue. Okay, so I need to extend my Llama 3.2 capability to show me time also. For that, what I'm going to do is I will create a class here, so util tools, okay, and I will define a method which is going to return the date time, right? So let's say get current date time like this. And then here I'm going to return local time dot now, whatever the time currently is. And also I'm going to specify the zone of the user. So let's say local context holder, get time zone due to zone ID dot to string, right? So right now it is just a simple class with one method. And to make it tool, you just need to specify a tool annotation and then you can give a description. Uh, this method provide current date and time as per user's time zone. That's it, done. So just now we built one tool. That's it. So that's the beauty of Spring. You just specify one annotation and you get a lot of uh, power in your code, which you can use. So go ahead. Now the thing is, I just need to pass this power to my call so that my LLM can use this tool and can and have its capability extended to provide the current date time. So you can use this tools method, and I'm going to just pass utility tools. That's it. I'm just passing the oh, tools, the object of this class, and that's all it needs. So everything annotated with tool will be considered as a tool, and this is all this thing is happening under the hood. And from the programmer's perspective, you just created one tool. All right, so let's run the same application again and see what is the result. So right now, LLM is responding with it is not able to get the data. So let's rerun and yeah, run it. All right. So now our LLM is able to provide me the correct time. So 12:27 p.m. IST. Let's say what is the current date and let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, see. So it is giving the now it is just giving me the date, not the time. So basically now it have the capability to get the current date and time information, and then based on your query, it can evaluate that information and respond accordingly. And again, since it's an LLM, it is have that element of unpredictability, so you will be getting different responses. All right, so this is for the tool calling. So just now we done with the tool calling feature, and let's head to our board here. So in the tool calling, what we did is we just created a client, our AI client, which have a tool integrated, right? Why I'm saying tool integrated is that the tool definition is also part of the AI client only, and then this AI client is interacting with our LLM. Okay, and this LLM is again hosted on Ollama, right? So this is the communication which is currently happening. So this request contains tools. Okay, we can say here which tools, right? And then LLM is responding, and in this case, actually it is Llama 3.2, right? Like this. All right, and then this one will respond it with this with the response, right? So so far so good. So now coming on to the second feature, second part, which is model context protocol. So you can get more idea on this one over here. So it is an open protocol that standardizes how application provide context to LLMs. Right. So when we are saying context is like it is a part of the request only. So uh, like you give context in terms of like if you are asking LLM about some storytelling. So you give a context like what kind of story you are looking for, what kind of characters you are expecting in that story. So all that stuff. So similarly here when we are saying context, we are giving them the tools also that okay, you can use these tools and I'm asking this query. So you have whatever data you are trained on with. Along with that, you can use these tools and just respond with my query. So that whole thing is the context in this case. Okay, so the idea of MCP is that there will be an MCP server which is going to provide tools to our client, and then client can make that request to LLM using those tools. So just to simplify it, if I go here. So this is as per tool calling, and in case of this is as per tool calling, and in case of MCP, okay, let's move it over here. Let's move it like this. Okay, so this is our so this is as per tool calling, right? And then as per MCP, it will be like this. So we will be having our AI client here, right? And then there will be one MCP server, right? It's not map. I don't know why it goes for autocorrection. Yeah, MCP server. And then here you are having your LLM, right? Three, like this. All right. So the idea in case of MCP is that this AI client will interact. Okay, this AI client will interact with this MCP server. MCP server will provide a response with all the tools. Okay, and then AI client use that tool to Llama, and then in response, okay, and then in the response you will get the answer. So here, this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth response. And you might get an idea like these, the three and four is exactly same which we had earlier. The only difference is that now your tools are not integrated in your AI client, these are available here, right? So these are part of MCP server. So here you can say, or you can view it as tools. Um, yeah, tools provider. You can view it as a tools provider, right? So let's go ahead and let's update our client application to act as an MCP client now and interact with an MCP server. And then finally, achieve the same functionality which we just did with the simple tool calling. Okay. All right. So let's head to the Spring Initializer website. And first, let's change it. And now we need an MCP server. Uh, like this. So here, I don't need all these. I just need one, which is MCP server. That's it. You just need this one dependency. Okay. And if you see when you generate this, you will be getting this one, but AI MCP server, this dependency, but I'm going to update it. We will be using a different one. All right. So go ahead and generate this project and open it in your favorite IDE. All right. So I have the MCP server with me. And let's head to the POM XML. So I told you we'll be changing this one. So let's go ahead and let's update this dependency. So here, instead of this one, I'm going to use the Webflux one, this one. There's no specific reason for me other than that I'm able to make it work with the Webflux one, and with the normal one, somehow I was getting some weird issue, and I'm still in process of troubleshooting that. But in the meantime, this will do our job, and it's okay even if your web server, I mean your MCP server is using Webflux. It's not necessary that your client needs to have the Webflux also. So as you can see, our AI client project, it is using Tomcat, so that's completely fine. And yeah, we can stop this one for now. All right, so heading on to the MCP server. So here I need to add some uh, properties actually here. So let me paste it here, which is these ones. Okay, and also I need to make sure that I'm running on a different port. Okay, so my server will be running on 8181 and my client is going to run on 8080. So this is my server name, the version, and we are doing the sync. Uh, I'm just doing the we are not using the standard IO, so I'm making it false. By default, it is true. And then this is the message endpoint. These are some notifications for resource change, prompt change, and this is just for the logging purpose. All right. So you can get more details on this one in the Spring AI documentation also. Okay. So yeah. So let's head to the server application. Okay. And here what we need is we need to again. So what we are going to do is we will just copy this AI client. We'll use this class from here, and we in fact comment this out and comment this tools for now. So we'll copy this one and we just paste it here because now we need tool over here. Okay. And then here, I'm going to say create a method which is going to return a tool callback provider, and let's name it date tool for now. Right? And how it is going to create that tool is, so we'll be using method tool callback provider. I'm saying builder.build, and then here tool objects build, and in tool objects, I'm passing the util tools object. That's it. And let's define it as a bean. And yeah, that's all. That's all we need. Okay. So now what we did is we moved the tool definition from client to this MCP server. So this is exactly same. And the difference is here, I'm creating a bean for a tool callback provider, and in this tool callback provider, I'm injecting this tool. All right, so let's run our application. Start it, and it is started. That's fine. So now head on to our AI client, and now we need to configure it so that it acts as an MCP client, right? And for that, we need to add few properties in YAML file. So no, yeah, right. So we need to make some changes over here also, but we'll take that later. First, update the YAML. So here it is going to be, let me speed things up and add it like this. All right. So we are saying we are enabling the client. This is my client name and version. This one is also for type sync, request timeout, and the SSE connection is our localhost 8181. So this is the URL for my MCP server. All right. So far, so good. So this is the configuration is done. But now, how we are going to inject it over here? And for that, what we have to do is we will be creating one variable now, which is private tool callback provider, and using tools like this. And let's auto add it for now, and then use this tools over here. That's it. So the point is, when this application start, okay, it will, and when you're making a request, so what it will do is these tools, this or this bin will get auto add, so that, I mean, it will interact with the MCP server, which is this one, where this tool callback provider is getting returned, right? And this tool callback provider is actually holding all the tools defined in this server, which will be available inside these tools. And then, as we did earlier, we are passing the tools as part of our prompt. Okay. All right. So let's run this application now, and let's comment it for now, and now run it without the tools. And we should be getting the expected response that I'm not currently able to share the time, which is fine. And now let's uncomment it and let's send it. And yes, the current date is March 14th, 2025, right? So this is what we achieved just now, that my client is interacting with the MCP server, getting the tools, then tools are used by LLM and get the response. And in case of tool calling, we define the tools within the AI client itself, and then in the request we pass that, and then we get the response. All right, so that's all in this video, and thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.